Aggregates let you collapse thousands of rows into a single summary value. Group by controls which rows collapse together. Get one clause wrong, and the query either errors or silently returns the wrong answer. Think of it as a two-phase pipeline. Where trims the raw rows, group by sorts them into buckets, and then aggregate functions crunch each bucket down to a single output row. Having is the gatekeeper that can discard buckets whose aggregate result fails a condition. Start with the from and where. Postgres only sees completed orders. Group by customer ID partitions those rows into one bucket per customer. Count star in sum of total amount, then reduce each bucket to a single output row. Having sum of total amount greater than 500 eliminates customers whose completed order revenue is too low. Notice it references the same aggregate expression as the select that is legal and common. You cannot move this condition into where, because the aggregate does not exist yet at that stage. Postgres typically uses a hash aggregate node. It streams filtered rows into a hash table keyed on the group by columns, accumulating aggregate state, a running count, a running sum for each key. Once all rows are consumed, it sweeps the table, applies halving, and emits the survivors. Customer 104 tops the list with a single order worth 999. Customer 101 shows two completed orders, totaling 550. The cancelled order never entered the aggregate. Customer 102 just clears the 300 threshold. Customer 103 falls below it and is eliminated by halving. The classic group by mistake is selecting a column that is neither aggregated nor listed in group by Postgres hard errors, which is actually helpful. The danger is code that ran fine on MySQL and gets ported over. MySQL, in its default mode, would silently return a non-deterministic value for that column. 3 things to flag in review. A non-aggregated select column absent from group by, a plain column filter mistakenly placed in halving instead of where, and count on a nullable column when count star was the real intent. Spot any of these, and you have caught a real bug.